Welcome race fans to the second running of the War Events Sucker Punch Enduro, a groundbreaking event which sees the event being held at two different venues on the same day. An extreme enduro comprised of totally natural terrain that will push man and machine to the limit as they battle it out in the Sucker Punch Enduro.
So it's a nice morning greeting us here at the Sucker Punch 2, second running of our Extreme Enduro. We know a little bit more what we're doing than last year and we've made it a bit tougher. Qualifying forest is here, 8-mile lap. First 120 riders overall go through. They earn the right to a bib in the second forest, which is over there. That's the 12-mile lap of hell. We've got loads of new bits and twisty downhills, in-stream beds. I don't want to give too much away at the start here, but it really is a lot tougher than last year. Got a great entry, 40 experts, 65 clubmen, about 30 vets and about 40 sportsmen, so it's looking really good. The rain's not battering us like yesterday. We tweaked the course a little bit as well, just to make it, we don't want too many stoppers, we want the lads to get round properly. A team of 25 staff out there ready to go, and fingers crossed, it's going to be a good day.
So here I am at Sucker Punch 2. I was here for Sucker Punch 1 and we're with the famous Ryan Rooster. Ryan, how are you today?
Not so bad.
And did you hear your name mentioned where a couple of them are going to get in front of you and they said they're going to give you a good roostering?
Yeah, they said that, but I don't think they will.
I don't think they will either. No. Good luck today, pal. Have you got your big tank on?
Yes, I have.
And how many litres you got in that tank?
3.2 gallon.
Which is how many litres?
19 litres.
19 litres of fuel. I don't think this boy's going to have a problem today. Well then, Ryan, good luck.
My name's Jake Gordon, I'm in Sportsman. Hopefully I'm going to qualify, well I hope so.
Lovely.
And get into the main race.
Okay, and have you done many events like this before?
No, this is my first one, I've never ever done anything like this before. So I'm looking forward to it, it's going to be good.
Rob Parry, sportsman. I did it last year, but I did qualify, but I was that knackered I couldn't even start the second race. So I give it a miss and just watched all the nutters going over them big logs. But looking forward to it today, so it should be fun. Hopefully, one more year on, should hopefully get to the qualifier, past the qualifier. So yeah, see.
Scott Austin, riding in expert class, rode here last year, really enjoyed it, so come back this year to have another go at it. and I ain't done anything all year, so really chucked myself in it deep end. But got Skegness Beach Race next week, which is a 3-hour slog, and that is hard, so this is good preparation for that, really.
My name's Jamie Price. I'm in the clubman class and I did the sucker punch back in January or February. Did okay, it was a bronze medal finisher, so I was quite pleased with that. I'm hoping to do the same today. If I can get to a silver medal, I'll be really pleased. If I can probably just get through qualifying would be a goal this morning.
I'm Blake Summers, clubman class. I did sucker punch last year as well. I didn't quite finish, so this year I want to try and get bronze, silver medal, hopefully. That's it, yeah.
Yeah, my name's Craig Parks, number 104 in the vet class. I haven't done this event before. I retired actually a year ago from racing, but I missed this event, so I just thought before I get too decrepit I'll come back and give it one more go, see how we get on. Looks a good event last year, so we'll see how it goes. Now I do a bit of trail riding, and I did the Welsh 2-day, which is a lot of riding, but it's not like sort of on the pace of this kind of thing. So, but yeah, apart from that event, I don't think I've ridden for about a year.
CF Racing Sucker Punch Extreme Enduro. Well, we're the main title sponsors. Obviously we've been involved with Steam Island and War events for the last 12 years. So we thought we'd put a bit into it now and help him out as a title sponsor. We've supplied 120 other bibs, I think, for the qualifiers, and also a very nice Sucker Punch boxing glove trophy. Well, our two main riders will be Owain and Getting Humphreys, and hopefully number 1 and 2.
So as we look at a couple of highlights from this morning's race, I will give you the top 20 as they finished. 120 of these riders going through to the final Extreme Enduro in the afternoon. In first place it was Owen Humphreys. In second place Scott Austin. In third place Gethin Humphreys. In fourth position Joe Chambers. In fifth position was Charlie Frost. In sixth position Richard Eli. In seventh position Tim Foreman. In 8th position it was Rob Rees, in 9th position Neil Thomas, and in 10th position Andrew Edwards. In 11th position David Dudley, in 12th position Grant Sherwood, in 13th position Michael Gorst, in 14th position Declan Helliwell, in 15th position Shane Tasker, in 16th position Adam Jones, in 17th position Nathan Rogers, and in 18th position, that's the end of the experts, the first of the clubman riders coming through, that was Brad Williams. 19th position another expert rider Mike Slater, and in 20th position expert rider Sam Ludgate. And we've got to give a mention to Jade Gordon, who we spoke to earlier, who finished in 65th position.
Taking it easy really, just
in the kind of cruise mode.
Yeah, cruise mode, saving a bit of energy.
What's it like out there? It looks pretty muddy.
Yeah, it's good in places. I prefer the ruts and stuff, but some of the fire roads are pretty sketchy.
It's just so much paddling. Even from lap 1, it's all rutted up, and it's paddle, paddle, paddle.
Jamie Price, clubman. Didn't do very well this morning. I had a rubbish start. It took me about three attempts to get the bike started. had a crash first lap and struggled round, but just managed to make the cut 116 this afternoon. So yeah, I'm through anyway, which is my goal. So looking forward to it now. Just have a good ride out and see how far we get.
Yeah, hi, I'm Seb Chilvers. Got on qualified 107 this morning. Tough going, wasn't particularly nice, but we got through. So this is the main event. Looking forward to it.
I'm Andrew Edwards in the expert class, and I finished 10th this morning, which I was happy enough with to get me on the second row and get ready for all the excitement this afternoon.
Shane Tasker in experts, I'm 15th this morning. I'm just hoping to finish.
Josh Bailey, Roding Sportsman. I don't know how I've gone on. I found it quite hard. And then this afternoon I just want to finish.
The morning session's just gone by. We've had 120 riders qualify. We've now moved over to the second block of forestry, which is the lap of hell. Around here it really is gnarly, so it's going to be a proper battle. We've got about half an hour now, calm before the storm, and then 120 riders, off they go into the main Sucker Punch lap. 5 riders per minute start. 5 riders per 30 seconds start. Every rider's got to do 1 lap, apart from the experts who've got to do 2 laps. Up the stakes from last year, 1 lap wasn't enough for them top riders. But believe me, out there is gnarly. It's going to be some event.
Well, we're back for the second running of the Sucker Punch Enduro. The first running of the event took place in February 2014, but with a few tweaks, Steve Ireland and the team have really raised the bar with this extreme enduro.
Well, I had a mid-back start, then I crashed in the first lap. Had to go in the pits, changed goggles, gloves, went back out and passed the second place in the last lap and managed to win. So not bad.
Feeling confident for this afternoon?
Yeah, pretty confident if my brother doesn't catch me up.
Well, as our riders get underway, we can see one of the first event's twists and turns that the organisers have put in place. Notably that the experts and pros have got to do 2 laps, but also they have got to start at the back of the grid. Owen Humphrey's surely going to be the favourite after topping the morning race, but I'm sure his younger brother Gethin will be pulling out all the stops to beat him.
Good really, I had a good start, about 3rd up at start. First lap got into lead, managed to pull a little bit of a gap. Trail road, thinking I had it, thinking I were all in control really, and then Owen and Joe passed me towards the end, going at a really good pace. I couldn't really keep up with that pace, so I just carried on riding as I was, and then luckily there was in an heap on the lane, so went past and got back into lead. Then Owen just nipped me near finish for the win.
Yeah, it went fine really, got a bit of a bad start but then ended up pulling it back. Seeing these who were in front up ahead, pushed hard, got to the front, feeling alright, and then I pulled my wire out my starter motor, start bike wouldn't start. By the time I kicked it up I had no left in tank and these 2 got in front of me, so but I've qualified on first line, which I'm happy with, and see how this afternoon goes.
Yeah, it was alright. I tried to stay as smooth as I could. I had a sketchy moment on one of the fire roads and he got backed off a bit, but I thought I'd slow down and slow down the pace to pick off the other riders. It was alright. Technical bits in the bogs, we just had to try and stay out wide and go across the ruts instead of going in them. yeah, but other than that, I just tried to stay consistent and try not to make any mistakes, which I didn't, luckily. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and now I got front row position, and I'm pleased with that. Of course, I qualified 5th, so I couldn't ask for more, and then just see how this race goes, and hopefully get to the finish. So.
Well, some of our clubman riders getting underway there, which are pro and expert riders. They've got to get through all these ranks as they start off ahead of the pro and expert riders. This is Euros Jones, number 56, just leading this little pack.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I had a bit easy, steady start. Got myself a second. I made a silly mistake on one of the climbs. I crashed and I dropped back up to 4th or 5th, I think. But got back to 3rd and it was right. Good days.
So a little chat there with Gethin Humphries there. Obviously him and his brother Owen top favourites here today as we look at number 71, Scott Hoskins of the clubman class. 111 there, Paul Ellis also in the clubman class, and you can see this is just the start area where the bit of deforestation going in, a lot of bracken on the ground and these treacherous tree stumps that they've got to pick their way through. Number 2 there, Scott Austin, so our pros underway now, leading the charge. Looks like Gethin Humphries right behind him, Owen Humphries a little bit further back. A couple of the next riders coming through, Freddie Davis there, Jack Barwick, Peter Lightfoot there, it's stored there, the number 30 machine. As the riders gingerly pick their way through. Really have got it, and they've got a couple of hours it is now. Well, this is heading over towards the valley. Mick Bohm, the veteran rider's just giving us a wave there. Julian Rylance there from the vets just coming through. And they're going to drop down into this valley section, and it's an incredible climb on the way out. So these riders are really going to be having the first of their major struggles here. But I said, don't forget they've already done the morning qualification race, so a lot of the riders have certainly had their energy sapped. Some 45 there, that's Gary McCoy, the vets, getting in all sorts of difficulty on the far side. The riders, that's the drop down, just stalling the machine. Now they're going to drop down very steep sided valley, a lot of fallen bracken on the ground there. 28 just going through, just giving us a bit of a wave. And I say the riders, that's Owen Humphries just going through. So already the pro riders have already started getting through there, and if you look down in the bottom, Gethin Humphries number 3 already waiting down on the bottom part of that circuit there. And you can see the riders now, we really are starting to get a bit of a build up of traffic down there, and of course the pro and expert riders are going to start joining these guys. And that is going to make you can see the traffic jams, there's no way through there. A lot of the riders looking, you can just see some of the conditions that the riders are having to deal with. And over at the log section now, we've got Paul Ellis, 111, well, a couple of hours these guys are going to be out there for, and this just shows you some of the highlights, some of the conditions these guys are going to be facing. As we now join, it looks like number 3, Gethin Humphries, coming down towards us through the wood section. Nice clear track in front of him at the moment, leading at this part of the race. And pick those lines through. Owen Humphries, his brother, just coming through there. Little water splash there, and of course they've got some stream crossings in a bit. They're going to be better off with wetsuits. Scott Austin, number 2, just coming through. So our leading bunch of riders bunched quite well here at the opening stages. Ooh, and the rear end of the machine getting some grip there and just almost biting in hard to the ground there. Scott Austin lucky to hold on to that one. Luke Usher, first of our expert riders coming through. Good ride for him, number 21. Mick Bohm, our veteran rider as well there, so good ride there for Mick Bohm. He's going through, number 27, and right behind Luke Usher. Who we got coming down towards us now? This is Julian Rylance, another one of our veteran riders. Just picking his way through, no problem at all. Making it very easy through that water splash, and of course we have got some big stream crossings later, and literally as I speak we are at the first of the stream crossings. Looks like it's Scott Austin who's going to be leading the drop down to it. Now don't forget the pro and expert riders, they have got to do 2 laps of this circuit, so these guys are really putting in some groundwork at the moment. Here they come, just coming out of the stream section. I think that was Owen Humphreys there. So we're having a bit of a change there in the stream there. Scott Austin there, battling away with Luke Usher there again in the Dayglow orange helmet coming through. Well, at least the riders are certainly going to have a clean pair of boots. Oh, one rider just going down. Not too sure who that was. I think that was Gethin Humphrey. Just really dropping the machine there as he came down into that stream section. Just carried a little bit too much speed, and you can see our pro riders, the sprays of water, and and down it goes again. Finding that section very, very tricky indeed. I want to drop it. There are some very deep sections on this stream that they're traversing all the way down, so they don't want to be drowning the engine. Picking his way down, Gethin Humphrey. Just coming out, and you'll get a great aerial shot there. That looks like Luke Usher. And that'll probably be Gethin just behind him. So once again, this a very long stream section. Fantastic aerial shots we're getting from Future Studios. It just gives you a perfect idea of just how long this stream section is that they're having to traverse through these rocks. It must be absolutely freezing. 46, Craig Parks, our veteran rider. Now he is, I'm not sure, I would hazard a guess if that's him coming through now. He must have got ahead of Mick Bohm. So Craig Parks needs to have a bit of a dab there as he comes down. Just picking his way gingerly through the stream. So Craig Parks, by my reckoning, leading the veterans class now. So good ride there. Another aerial shot. I've got a feeling that's Scott Austin. And you can see how deep the water was there. His rear wheel completely submerged. Taking the route of walking his bike down. And again, almost up to the petrol tank. And again, Scott Austin really struggling there. Another rider a bit further up the stream section. Looking to see as he comes around the rock section. 23, that is Ross Hancock and the experts. Kicking up a plume of water behind him. Well, this is our pro, expert and vet, and a couple of vets have now got to the stream section. But I'm sure if we go back over, Scott Austin still negotiating that stream. Endless stream that goes on and on and on. So the riders, and fantastic aerial shot they're getting. Gives you a sense of perception of the how the riders are having to deal with here. Scott just again stepping off back over the valley. All manner of trouble for the riders over there. Absolute carnage. A lot of the clubman riders stuck down there. And you can see some of the riders queuing to get down there. And so you can just see the fallen branches, tree stumps, everything these riders have got to deal with just to get down there before they even try and get the climb out of there. 79 there in all manner of trouble. So join us for more CF Racing Sucker Punch Extreme Enduro after the break. Welcome back as we continue our action at the CF Racing Sucker Punch Extreme Enduro. We're just back over at the valley section. You can see the rain falling as well, and that just really kicked in at the start of the race. So already the riders got to deal with all manner of tough terrain, but the elements really against them as well, making a lot of these logs and branches lying across the ground extremely slippy. And the rider just gingerly picking his way down there, number 90. And you can see just down in the wood section, and the riders, fair play to the riders getting through that section, all helping each other out just to get through some of the obstacles, pulling and shoving the bikes through there. So back in the woods, number 8 there coming down towards us, Rob Rees, expert. You can see these riders, they're getting away from a lot of the traffic. Good clear track in front of them. Rob Rees just down through that water pit there. 29, Craig Thompson, just kicking a bit of roost. That's first of our clubman riders, so good ride there for Craig Thompson. Number 11 coming down, David Dudley, expert rider. Just a little bit of a dab there. I was just about to say, could make it look very easy as he came down through there. But a little dab and away he goes. No problem at all for David Dudley. 23 just coming down towards us now. This is going to be Ross Hancock coming through. Oh, great style there from Ross Hancock. Just a little dab there as he goes through the water. 45 coming through. Gary McCoy, one of our veteran riders. So our veteran riders, so I say, a lot of experience with those guys, but really are doing quite well up there with the running with the expert and pro riders. 20. I'm just having a look to see who we got just coming down there. Trying to see the numbers. 22 it's going to be there. Oh, just getting there. He has stalled the machine electric start on there. That's Aled Price. 57 right behind him as well. Howard Blundell. Howard Blundell is not in the best position there as the wheel spinning there for Aled Price. Just throwing the roost up into Howard's face. Kicking the machine, but all three riders back underway. And a very mud splattered rider just comes down to join them. Back down at the stream crossing. And obviously we're looking at some highlights, so this is the next section where we're going to be joining David Dudley. One stricken rider there in the stream, just like sprawled out in the water. Not the best position for him. David Dudley working his way down through the stream section, coming out with a nice clean pair of boots. Number 40 there, I think we're looking at number 40 there. 14 just dropping down. Number 12 just got dropping down into our stream section. I'll have to really pick his way gingerly through there. I will give you a mention if I can see his number, possibly 32. He was absolutely covered in muck there, making it almost impossible to see his number. So if I don't give you a mention, I do apologise. You can see just having to really manhandle the machines down that stream section. Very cold conditions as well. Oh, and one rider, bit of a hard knock against that rock there. That's number 5, Charlie Frost. And he's really wedged himself in there. So Charlie Frost in all manner of trouble, and a couple of riders starting a bit of a bottleneck there. Well, Charlie, he's managed to get the machine back up. Gets it fired up, and away he goes again. So Charlie Frost back underway. And there are two riders behind him now having to deal with his spray and roost. You can see the riders just looking just to try and pick the lines through, looking ahead of themselves. And we've now just got, looks like 57, Howard Blundell just coming down, just stalling the machine. Oh, and one rider just carrying a little bit of speed, unable to avoid him there as he came down. So Blundell back underway, leaving the other rider to struggle behind him. Howard Blundell decided to go for the option of walking the bike through a little section there. Well, we're at the finish area, and Owen Humphries is the first of our pro. Oh, and Owen Humphries, there's a quite a ditch at the bottom of that climb, and you can see Owen Humphries just unseating himself there. So he's coming through to the finish area, and then he'll have to start his second lap. So unbelievably, Owen Humphries already through. We're at the stream section there. Can't quite see who we've got there. Rider really struggling up at that part of the section. As Owen Humphries will already be setting off on his second lap now. Another rider just taking the option of walking his bike down into that stream section. 61 that's going to be, Aled Jones. Husqvarna mounted, just picking his way through. Another rider opting for the walking method. Luke Usher is the next rider through. First of our expert riders as well, coming through in second position and about to start his second lap. And he's just getting a check to see who's there with him, who's ahead of him. Back at the stream section. We are getting some fantastic shots here from our aerial photography of the future studios. More riders, a lot of carnage in that stream. You can see a bit of a bottleneck starting now. A few riders really having to manhandle the machines through here. And of course this section is going to get rougher as it goes on because a lot of these boulders are going to get displaced. The water holes are going to get bigger. So as the more of the clubman riders start to come through, this section is going to become very, very tricky indeed. We follow a couple of the riders down through this section. Actually paddling their way down. And of course towards the end of the lap as well, so the riders are going to be feeling incredibly exhausted and to then manhandle the machines. Gethin Humphries though coming through, third place at the moment. Just about to start his second lap at the checkpoint, getting some liquids on board. And you can just see the state of his face there, absolutely filled in with mud. More riders at the stream section, you can see starting to come through in greater numbers now, so it's going to be making it a little bit more tricky. Then another rider at the back of the pack there, just dropping the machine. So the riders are starting to get through at a good rate of knots now. The majority of the bulk of the field starting to come through. Sam Ludgate, number 20 there, just coming through, paddling down through the stream section and stop that little tricky climb out. Then it's going to be at the finish area, Scott Austin coming through, so fourth at the moment. So Scott Austin coming there, just getting a check as he can take some fluids on board. You can see already just one lap these guys have done. And Scott looking very, very tired, but away he goes for his second lap. Rider just gingerly picking his way down there. Back brake on full there as he just drops down into that stream section. That's number 39, Alan Price, just stalling it as he gets to the bottom into that stream section. Kicking the machine back into life. You will notice that nearly all the machines, two-stroke machines, where we see the most crosses dominated by the four-strokes, the cross-country and enduro riders really favour the two-stroke machines, obviously for a lot lighter. There's Alan Rees just going through there. And the engine rebuilds, which I should imagine the way these machines have been put through the paces is something that gets a lot of. A bit of a dab there, couldn't quite see his number there. He just paddles through. Number 20 just coming through, Sam Ludgate through the wood section. .41 there, I think that is. Nathan Ball just going through. To shoot, very hard to see on his bib as he went through there. 6, that's Richard Eli. Just going through. No problem at all for Richard there. Then I think we've got 16. Adam Jones, I think that was, on his bib there as he goes through. Feet up, nice style there as he goes through. 19, Mike Slater right behind him. Really does favour a lot of riders with these extreme enduros with their trials background. Stuart Waterhouse just going through. Number 26, and we're back at the valley area. Gethin Humphries well underway with his second laps. A few more riders just going through. I think we've had Luke Usher just going through. David Dudley, I think there, was just dropping down into the valley area. Back over at the stream crossing. 23 Ross Hancock, I believe that's going to be. Looking at his bib, kicking up the plume of water behind him. say a lot of these clubman riders, they're going to be really starting to feel the pressure now as well. I know a lot of these riders will ride enduro events most weeks, but this is something completely different. This is a real test of man and machine. 13, Michael Gorst, just coming down through that stream, crossing towards us. So join us for more CF Racing Sucker Punch Extreme Enduro after the break. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You join us for more action at the CF Racing Sucker Punch Enduro. We're back at the stream crossing. More carnage. One rider just struggling down into the drop down there into the stream. Can't make his number out on his machine. He's going to go for the picking the machine all the way down there. We are coming to the closing stages as well. We should be seeing some of the early finishers come through. The pros and experts, a few of those guys have already started out on their second lap. 2 laps of this grueling circuit they've got to do, as we get some more fantastic aerial footage, just showing you just what some of these riders are out there having to deal with. Steve Ireland and the War Events team really have raised the bar with extreme enduros with this event. Extreme enduro is becoming incredibly popular now, but a lot of them start to rely on the man-made obstacles, but the crew really have found a fantastic venue here. Natural surroundings really are testing the riders. As the first of our finishers coming up towards us, it's going to be Craig Parks, and it's the first rider through in the Vets 46.
Yeah, I have officially retired. I think he's just being respectful to my old body, to be honest. 53 next year. It's hard, however fit you are, it's hard, but you know, the events are good fun, it's great, and I'd missed this one, like I said, so I wanted to just come back and have a go at it, so I'd done it and completely surprised myself with being first back.
and how did you find this one, and how was it out there?
Oh, the going was unbelievably hard, but being up the front made it doable. After 10 riders have gone through some of them stages, I just don't know how they're going to get through. There's bogs there that you can just about get through, say 10 bikes through it, and they're going to be jammed. So it is going to be a real tough event further back.
I set off from the start on the 9th row, got a good start on this corner, overtook a lot of the first riders and got into first place and was quite a good lead in front, but then got stuck on the big banking, weren't it? Just couldn't get up the big banking. And obviously there was no help, but we managed to get up eventually, and then it was probably in second place then when we were pushing together really, weren't we? The rest of the race we sort of stayed together, and I just ran in front of him, but my arms had gone, couldn't hold on. Down the river section, I just couldn't hang on anymore, and I fell off twice, nearly drowned the bike. Managed to pick it up, saw him down in the bottom, and I just shot round the edge, but I just couldn't catch him up the last bit. But fair play to him, rode well, good race, really enjoyed it. Cheers to Steve Ireland, tremendous race, really enjoyed it.
Well, I just got into a pace and kept going really, trying to keep out of all deep bogs, and luckily I had no problems. I just kept going. I got a log stuck in between my back wheel and my swinging arm. I got it to one side and managed to yank it out. I struggled down the river. I thought I drowned it a couple of times, but the old baby kept going. So I'm chuffed to bits with third place. Absolutely chuffed to bits.
So our veteran riders there, they're the first of our medal winners coming through as we rejoin more riders. One rider just they must be totally exhausted now at the moment, and it's got to be said, massive congratulations to all the riders. Don't forget that they've taken part in a grueling qualifying race this morning, and this circuit here is probably one of the toughest extreme enduro circuits in the UK, and relying totally on natural riding conditions here. You can see one rider there, and that just shows you how tough it is. Etched on his face there, he's just looking ahead, the stream section ahead of him. And these riders, these clubman riders, they all deserve an incredible round of applause, because it has been an absolutely grueling event. So these guys have taken through, and the expert and pro riders doing 2 laps of it. So every rider just for taking part and getting this far. And you can see that they're not even rushing through. Some riders you'll notice as well, missing their gloves, just absolutely soaked through. As I was just watching these riders just coming through that waterhole, just getting a little bit deeper there now as the riders just dig that hole out, starting on their climb. And all the riders really are starting to struggle now. Fatigue really is starting to set in, and of course they're all trying to get it because there is a cut-off point as well, so they all want to win a medal, so they all know they've got to cross the line in the allocated time. And there's still some grueling conditions still to go ahead of them before they even reach the finish area. We'll get a look at the climb up towards the finish shortly. Some of these riders, you can see fatigue now really starting to show. The riders really struggling with these machines, and this stream section really has been a sheer brutal test for some of these riders coming through. Climb out of the bank there. Oh, and another rider going down quite hard, falling on the rocks there, but and as you see, that rider there also missing his gloves. Giving his hands a bit of a wash there, getting the remaining mud off. Just looking to see if that is one of the Humphreys there going through. There's number 6 just crossing the finish area, Richard Eli, starting his 2nd lap. I've got a feeling that we was looking at Husqvarna rider, and one may have been one of the Humphrey guys, but his number almost impossible to see there as he went through. That's Shane Tasker, I believe, there. Just going to go through, start his 2nd lap. Not looking too keen on the idea, but away he goes. 61, Aled Jones, our clubman rider, coming up towards us.
Took it steady. Just try to avoid going into stupid mistakes. Yeah, that was it really.
Just the event.
Oh, good. Yeah, good.
Well done. Hang on, mate. Josh.
I was having a good day and I got to the front of the veteran group and I thought, yeah, I've got this dialed now. But then it just went on and on and on, and it's just about killed me. But hey-oh, got me medal. 400-mile drive home, but I got me medal. So that's all I come for. Brilliant event, awesome. Thank you.
74. Come on, get your medal. Well done. Well done, mate. Keep moving, guys.
So here he comes, the number 1 machine, Owen Humphreys, to cross the line and take the win in the CF Racing Sucker Punch Enduro. An incredible performance there.
Well done, mate.
First lap was a bit hectic for the start, passing them riders. Managed to get through and me and Gethin, but first and second until he went stuck. I managed to get away and clear on that last lap. Hard going, but it's all worth it. And 250 quid money, ideal.
Tell him, what was that like?
Well, yeah, where to start? Pretty decent start. I got up top pretty quick. First lap wasn't too bad up until halfway. Got up that big hill pretty easy with help off my brother, Wine. Pushed to the top. Just down there, got stuck in the bog in the first lap. Another rider helped me, lucky I'll probably still be there now, but he up until the seat in mud. Second lap, Guy Lloyd minded me through it, tell me which lines, helped me loads. The rest of it was pretty straightforward, and making mistakes, just tried to keep it cool. I had massive cramps in my legs. Trying to stretch them out on these ruts is just nearly impossible, but I'm happy to come second to my brother.
18!
Clubman finisher, well done, Brad.
Well, I qualified this morning in 21st. It didn't really go to plan this morning, so I had a lot of work to do in that first lap, but once we set off, I just really charged on, got my head down and got past everyone and tried to, you know, no mistakes. And I think I was actually leading at one point, but I lost my gloves and I got stuck once or twice. So it's like everyone else, same for everyone really. And look, you know, I've ended up with third, but if you finish, I think you're doing well, so I'm pleased with that.
35 seconds. We've got to give him a medal, surely. Come on! Come on! 15. Come on! Half an hour left, yeah. 30 seconds left. Yeah, 30 seconds. 45 seconds left. What's he over? 5 seconds. 5 seconds. We can't break his arm. Come on! That's it! That's it! You're finished. I'm giving you 30 seconds over. I'm going to give it you.
Thanks, buddy. You're my saviour.
It's been a real grueler, the main Sucker Punch event's been a proper grueler. Owain Humphreys on the Husqvarna, unbelievable win, show of strength. His brother second. But everyone that's crossed that finish line, every single one of them deserved the medal they got. I feel really sorry for the guys who are getting here now, who aren't getting a medal or even a finish because they're out of time. But that's the nature of an extreme enduro, and very, very pleased with that event. Very pleased.
No, I'm staying here.